In these pandemic times, when I talk of resilience or the ability to handle tough situations, this book, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, stands out as a towering reference model for me. Namaskar, I am Prakriti Prasad, parenting coach, author, and a wellness mentor. So it was some time back when I read this book uh, by David Goggins, and it is about this Afro American kid who's abused and battered as a small child, and then he grows up as a wreck. And but suddenly he finds a focus in life, and then he manages to fight his physical, mental, and psychological odds to come out as an exemplary Navy SEAL. So Goggins clear categorically he illustrates that everything in life is a mind game. Our success or our failures, they basically first play out in our minds, and it all depends on what we feed our minds. I remember very clearly when I was writing my book, Parenting, How to Nurture Your Adolescence in Modern Times. I completely immersed myself for 6 months in my research, in my interviews, writing, editing, and rewriting my book. And finally, I managed to finish it, and I submitted my manuscript to my publisher. This book was very special because it was going to be it was a gift to my mother on her 80th birthday. But as ill luck would have it, Ma passed away 2 months before before her birthday, and I suddenly lost interest in my book. And unfortunately, the manuscript ran into a patent issue with this publishing house, this leading publishing house for whom I used to write a column on the same topic, parenting. And this was clearly one of the lowest ebbs in my life, when I wanted to forget the book. I was trying to reach out to the top management to resolve the patent issue, but which it was not working out. And I somehow wanted to just forget the book as I was wallowing in my grief, um, losing my life's biggest cheerleader. That's when my father called me, and he said something which snapped me out of my rut. He said, isn't your this is the book that your mother was so eagerly waiting to see? How can you give this all up like that? How can you chuck it all up now? And that's when I just snapped out, and I got a focus in my life, and I had to ensure that this book sees the light of the day. And you won't believe, suddenly things started materializing, solutions started pouring in. I managed to connect with the management of this publishing house, and they cleared my book. I got a very skilled amateur cartoonist who made very interesting illustrations for my book. The book was published and launched by the West Bengal governor at Kolkata in the iconic, that 150-year-old Raj Bhavan. And it was launched again in Delhi at this famous Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. So definitely, it matters how we program our mind to think. That basically tends to determine how our solutions are going to come out, and how we're going to fight the odds, to whether it is fighting the disease, or it's fighting, overcoming a personal, professional, or a financial loss in life, I think. So Goggins rightly says that we need to shift the conversation that we have in the mind to come out of the rut. And this, you won't believe, has been my mantra for survival. And I would recommend, personally request all of you to try this out. And please do read this book and feel the transformation happening in your life. Thanks for listening and watching. God bless.